there's like more. Hi, it's Jenny from Makeup Cleaning and Cats. So I finally finished the cleanser that broke me out, or at least I'm 80% sure it broke me out. But anyway, I mostly use it as a body wash, maybe this much as a cleanser, and maybe this much as a hand wash, and all of this as a body wash. And then I never put in the Nivea lip balm that I finished in the bag. So let's do that. Cool. This is the makeup of the day. Space Cowboy is growing on me. This is a work makeup, I guess. My acne, I feel like, is getting better, but also I'm like, is it? I don't know. I am gonna go to a birthday party slash housewarming party get together thing. So I'm just gonna add makeup on top of the work makeup. And my cat ran away, so we're gonna go hang out outside. I was trying to be a nice mom. I let them out for a bit. And he saw me. He was on the fence and he saw me. We locked eyes. I scolded him, did nothing. He still jumped over. I had this on this morning, so I'm just gonna add more. Oops, I forgot this is broken. I don't know, he just snuck into the little hallway, and so I lost vision of him. My other cat just like sprinted over here. This is the state of my powder. I'm just gonna change, maybe fix my hair, because look at the state of the braid. Stray Cat wants to be friends with Moko, but he just doesn't like him. Like, they don't... he doesn't like, he's not mean to him, he just ignores him. I mean, I guess that's mean too. I think it might be a girl. It's kind of like a high-pitched meow. Oh my god. Let me see, can you come back? Oh my god. Bitch ass Fatimo. Something scared you? His hair is all spiked up. ¿Qué pasó? Che Fatimo. What the heck? He has a mohawk. What happened? I ended up changing jackets. I put on this shirt, and then this one I'm using it as a sweater now instead of a shirt. And then I added some pink nail polish on top of the green one because the green has a green tint. And so it just looked like my nail was weird. So anyway, giving these two a try again because this one peeled off within a day. And then this one's quite chunky. So I wanted to see what it looked like just on its own. But now I ended up adding something else on top of it. Oh yeah, I dropped some pieces of that powder. So I put them on top. Because I added some of my bangs just with the brush. My bangs are super greasy even though I showered last night. But I guess it's been some hours, right? I think maybe it's just like... I think also it's because I changed shampoos too. The other one was a little bit more drying. But anyway, that's it. Oh my god. That's scary. This is my work makeup. Skipped eyeshadow today. Okay, another birthday thing. I took a nap, so pretty worn down with makeup. I'm just gonna do Space Cowboy again. I'm gonna do inner corner highlight with this white shimmer. I wore this deck of panning blush. It's always hard to open. This one actually has a pan. Some of it has been falling off, so I wore it on my hair again the other day. This is where we're at with this. I want to finish this by the end of this month. Okay, so I think I'm going to move my makeup to a bag. Test that out. We'll see how long it lasts me. I have some more stuff in my room that I used yesterday. Okay, so I ended up moving stuff over. We'll see how long this lasts. But anyway, this is actually hasn't been with the rest of my makeup. This is chopping block stuff. This is the only one that I might save. So anyway, spoiler alert for my declutter video in the future. And then I put my brushes in here. I used to have highlighters and pencils and stuff in here. I do need to wash brushes and even the bag. And in here I put everyday stuff. I switched it with, I had stickers in here, but I switched it with the bag that had this stuff. This other one has writing. Oh, I can show you. This has writing. So, yeah. And in here I put the rest of the stuff. Like I said, the Moon Dust eyeshadow is growing on me. Been craving to wear this purple eyeliner. Everything else is like everyday stuff. I would have to put a brush in for the powder. I can just wipe it off if it gets dirty, but anyway. I feel like maybe I would be too lazy to move this back and forth, but we'll see. I guess, like, I feel like when I open the drawers after I shower, there's like no moisture at all, but also sometimes it feels a little bit unhygienic because it's in the bathroom, but also it's probably fine because it's in a drawer. But the main thing is just like, it's kind of annoying that these palettes are all stacked on top of each other and I can't really get to them. I mean, technically I do the shop my stash BYOP thing, so technically this is the only one that I should be grabbing, but I don't know. I feel like stuff was just kind of on top of each other. This kind of brings more cons, so we shall see. And this I will keep separated until I decide if I should declutter or not at the end of the year. There are some eyeshadows that I am planning on also decluttering. They're in like the last row of this one. Okay, so MOTD today is purple eyeliner, the DIY lip balm that I just dropped, and I also put powder in my hair because I just went to bed after coming home, so I didn't shower last night. The powder's almost gone. I'm kind of totally tired of it. Like, it's just breaking up and it's just kind of annoying. I think actually my plan is to hold off on buying any makeup until next year. That's gonna be the goal instead of the one in one out thing. Low buy rules for next year is just gonna be whatever feels right type of thing. I think I should be fine, especially just because I don't know, I just don't want my makeup collection to grow that much. And skincare, I have decided that I'm just gonna use shit on my body because I'm tired of dealing with this shit. So anyway, so this is a COSRX Propolis toner that I finished. So I used maybe like this much on my face, and then I was using it on just my neck and my chest, but I kind of felt like I was getting kind of scaly there. So the last 2-3 times I used it on my body, surprisingly, the COSRX serum in the honey line was really nice, and it seemed like my skin liked it. I think I probably will purchase that. But yeah, I don't know, my skin didn't like this. Like, I felt like my forehead was breaking out a little bit, like little tiny pimples everywhere. So that's that. Because I've been going hard with the benzoyl peroxide cleansers, I started using the Cicaplast moisturizer, also because with this one I can't really layer stuff, and I think I had said that this left a white cast, but if you like really work it in, it mostly goes away. The texture's still a little bit off-putting, but you know, whatever. Anyway, so I was using this for a week, and then I felt like my acne got a little bit worse on my cheeks, so stopped using this. I went back to this. I feel like sometimes this isn't hydrating enough. I thought it would be my forever repurchase product, but I don't know, I'm not completely satisfied with this, I guess. And this Cicatricure gel, this is probably like my 4th tube. Cicatrice is scar in English, and yeah, it's meant for scars. Oh, it says right here, face and body scar gel. I don't really think that it does much for scars, but I just like the texture of it, and it was just kind of a nice moisturizer. But when I was using this, I was breaking out a shit ton. I don't think this was the culprit, but I think it didn't help. So I, instead of like holding off on it, because I was like, oh, once like my acne clears up, I will go back to this. I'm just gonna use this on my body too. I do have some scarring on my legs, mostly from like bug bites, and also lately from shaving. I don't think I even cut myself, but I don't know what happened. But anyway, yeah. And then this Aquaphor I've been using on my lips mostly. Sometimes I've been using it on my hands and feet, but lately I haven't. I really do need to start using it on my hands and feet because my heels are getting kind of bad. And I have been using this on my cuticles lately because I've been having kind of like rough skin around them. Yeah, I kind of felt like I was breaking out on top of my lip. So then I was like, is it this? Maybe it was just this. I don't fucking know. Instead of using this on my lips, I was thinking of using this because it does feel kind of nice. Sometimes I would put it over my lips and it was kind of nice, but I'm like, if this was what was breaking me out, then switching it probably isn't gonna do anything, you know. Which, by the way, I'm using this right now. Oh, and then also I've been using benzoyl peroxide leave-on treatment the past couple of days, so like I feel like it does make this a little bit more flattening, but I don't know, maybe it'll take longer to heal. Because, you know, I do get hyperpigmentation, so some of it is just like scarring now. So my moisturizer is pretty low. It was on the floor like this. So anyway, I'd say it's probably like around here. I do like the peppermint tingliness of it, but it is getting close to winter. So I don't know if I will repurchase peppermint ones. I probably wouldn't repurchase this brand because it's a little greasy. I was looking into hemp and gold one, but the gold one is actually menthol, so I feel like that might be too medicinal smelling, and I already use a shit ton of icy hot. So, well, not a shit ton, but you know what I mean. After I finish this guy, I think I'm gonna allow myself to buy the honey serum. Totally stalling to do my homework. This is my MOTD to do homework, by the way. There's my notebook and laptop and stuff. There's one cat, and then there's one cat. Usually they're not allowed in the room because my allergies act up, but I think I'm gonna change the sheets, so I allowed them in here. Where's his head? Okay, so I just showered and I finished this leave-in conditioner. Kind of funny, but I guess my fan makes like a humming noise, as you can hear. And my brain kept thinking that it was a doorbell. So it was like the humming, like ding, but then my mind was going like dun, ding, dong. Anyway. Okay, so one more empty. Oh yeah, kind of a weird thing that I was like, oh, I guess it's cool to know things. Like, I don't know a lot of common sense type of stuff. But anyway, so at work, one of the sinks in the bathroom was running forever, one of the faucets. And I remember that my uncle told me that I could turn off the water with these things. And so I turned it off and I fixed the issue. Good job, me. Anyway, because it's like one of those faucets that are like sensitive to touch. It's the same day I'm going to the thrift store with my husband and picking up pizza. This was my makeup. I forgot to mention that I finished this hand sanitizer. I basically use it as a refill thing because this cap was really hard to open and close. See, like now it's doing it, but it wasn't before. Hello, so it's the next day. Let me show you what I got. So I picked out this vase, and then my husband picked out these glasses. It was my idea to get them because he had been wanting whiskey type of glasses. They might have been on sale. I can't remember what the color was, but my husband also picked out a plastic plate for the chicken feed. We went to Walmart too, and we picked out mostly a couple of food items. We had a cute indoor date with pizza and beer and Spy Family, and I don't know, it was fun. And this is a plant that I'm trying to move. Basically, like the roots are growing out of there. I can't move it right now. And then I was gonna put a plant in this one. was gonna move that one in there. And I'll move a new clipping into the little cat face. It's actually a candle holder, also from the thrift store. And then I put this shot glass in there. Anyway, sorry, my husband's sleeping, so I'm like trying to be quiet. So we're going out again with my husband's ex-coworkers. I don't know them, so I feel a bit nervous about it. I think I'm just gonna do the same makeup as the thrift store stuff, the red under eyes and then the purple liner and blah blah. Okay. Alright, this is the Walmart haul. I'm gonna make cheesecakes. I need some of these because I bought the cream cheese, but I forgot the condensed milk. What are you doing, bro? I forgot to show how this turned out. Hello, so it's Monday. I have a sty. Kind of gross. Anyway, probably shouldn't have zoomed in. Yeah, no makeup today, so I have Neosporin on it. I guess I did do the little tint on my eyebrows. It's the one where you like peel off. It doesn't really last very long, but I wanted to give it a try because I'm kind of subconscious about my eyebrows lately. Anyway, so yesterday I was doing some window shopping. So anyway, I literally had just said I'm not gonna buy anything for Black Friday, but I forgot that I do want to buy the one thing for Black Friday, and that was the Glossier foundation. So my current foundation, I'm right here. I think it'll still take me like 2-3 months. But yeah, I even thought this was breaking me out. I think I'm fine, which by the way, I think I'm doing better with my breakouts. I think it's mostly just scarring left, so that's really good. I think we're doing better. So 2 things. So Sephora has free shipping and Glossier does not. You have to meet a threshold. Okay, I took screenshots, right, of the cards. But anyway, so if I buy from Sephora full price, it's 32 bucks. And if I buy from Glossier, it's like 25 bucks with me paying for shipping. I'm debating whether or not to get the niacinamide serum because I have been wanting to try that for a while, but it was so expensive that I was like, yeah, I'm never gonna get that. But because it's $10 cheaper, I'm like, maybe I do want to try it. But at the same time, because my skin is being so weird, I'm like, maybe I shouldn't. The other thing is that I actually wanted to go back to the honey serum. So I was like, I'm actually going to wear the 2 serums and the moisturizer. And then I'm like, it's still 25 bucks. So it's not like the cheapest thing. Like it's still, because originally it's 34. The foundation is originally 30, but it's $18 with the discount. So I mean, it's like a pretty good discount and I was already going to buy it. So yeah, so I'm thinking about those 3 things. Yeah, that was one of the things keeping me up at night. The other thing, I'm like, I guess I could just wait for this to be gone in 3 months and then just pay the extra money. I don't know. I bought it twice before and it's kind of yellowy. So I was going to go with a lighter color, but I don't know if that's going to be a mistake. So yeah. Anyway. So that's how, oh, and then as for the sty situation, I did sleep with makeup on Friday, so that's probably why. It also could be an old eyeshadow, which kind of sucks because I really like it. I did end up doing the purple liner and the red underneath, but I did put a cream eyeshadow on top. Yesterday I had choir. I did wear a little bit of eyeliner. I know I'm a terrible person, but I wore like a tiny ass wing out here in the end, the sty is in the middle, and I had kind of a heavier blush, not super heavy as the concert day because I think I over fucking did it that day. And then foundation and stuff. Today, no makeup other than the eyebrow tint. I also had thought about getting a highlighter, but I'm not going to. The blush, because of the whole shipping, I'm like, oh, maybe, but I won't. At least that's what I'm telling myself. Just because it's like, I have a lot of blush. And it's like, I already have that similar color. Like, what am I doing? Even the berry one I had yesterday, I was like, oh, this is really nice. And kind of a weird analogy, but you know those people that are never single and they just kind of hop around from like person to person, and it's not really always like a gap in between, it's like overlapping. I mean, not that I've ever met someone like that, but you know what I mean, right? Somebody that starts dating someone before they even broke up with the previous person. Anyway, that's what I was thinking about blush. Kind of weird, but I was like, I could really like the Berry Rare Beauty blush, so why am I still kind of thinking about another berry blush? Meaning the Glossier one and the Girl Cult. And I'm like, just appreciate the blush you have now. I guess I was thinking about that because of contentment and all that stuff. But anyway, okay, I'm gonna stop. Oh, he's like a little roly-poly. He doesn't let me cover him with the blanket. He's gonna run away if I try. Okay, so it's been several hours. I got more distracted with stuff. Then I did my homework, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna look at it again. I feel like I got by Black Friday a little bit, but at the same time, I'm okay with my decision. I am happy with my decision, but this is what happened. I ended up getting 3 things from Glossier. Was researching about the niacinamide serum with Glossier, and also the ordinary niacinamide, and then the new one that they came out with that's called an emulsion. I don't know if it's supposed to be a moisturizer or, you know, hybrid or whatever. Point is that I came to the conclusion that my face is barely starting to heal from the past acne, and I don't want to add any unknown shit yet because I just don't want to. Like, I don't want to make things worse, and if the Glossier niacinamide doesn't work, it would hurt my soul to use it on my body just because it's a more expensive thing, you know? Because usually I only spend like about 20 bucks on skincare and makeup, so 25 was a little bit over, you know, that budget. So then I feel like I was searching for more things to want, which is stupid as fuck, and I was like, just buy the foundation. I'm gonna save $8 and it's okay if I pay for the shipping. And I came across a brown lipstick and it looked very beautiful on the model, but I'm like, maybe just the model has pretty lips and that's it. I have this brown liquid lipstick that I'm gonna declare by the end of the year because it transfers, but I was okay, let me mix this with some Aquaphor, just like red on my lip, and it looked pretty bad. So I was like, okay, you know what, no brown lipstick for me, and if I really want it in the future, I can just try to find a drugstore brown lipstick, not lipstick, but tinted lip balm. Then eventually I was on Amazon, and then I was searching up via blackberry lip balm, and I was like, bro, that doesn't look like what I wanted. It looks kind of more reddish and not really like dark as it looked like in the tube, or at least like the packaging. So then I started like researching other shit. So again, I considered going back to Glossier and other brands, and then I was like, okay, you know what, I really do miss having a tinted lip balm. It feels weird not to have one. I'm almost done with the DIY thing. It didn't work out. The DIY thing did not work out, and I was just gonna wait until next year, but it was a little bit on sale, which it's originally $5 and it was for $3, so you know, not much saving there, but I do really fucking miss it. The DIY lip balm and then the red crimson one, I should be done with it pretty soon, hopefully. So on Amazon, that was kind of on my card. Okay, so at this point, I just started doing homework, and then this happened later. Then I went back to Glossier. My husband got home, and I told him the whole story, and he said, just get him, right? And I was telling him about the shipping threshold and all of that, and then I went on Sephora just to see if perhaps maybe the Glossier foundation was cheaper there, and then I wouldn't have to pay for shipping, but it's still $30, so. But anyway, on that website, I saw that Glossier had a brush, so I went back to the Glossier. I went back to the Glossier website, and I started to really want this thing, and I just found out about it today, and I was like, am I being too impulsive here? But I have 2 blush brushes. One of them, the head is not stable, like it kind of comes off sometimes. The other one was a little bit too fluffy to pick up stuff, but it's still fine. The other thing I really liked about this brush is that it has little caps to close off the brush, and it has a silicone one for I guess technically it's for the cloud paint, but I could probably use it for, well, hopefully I can use it for cream blush too, because usually I just do this, which, you know, is fine, right? Most of my makeup application is like my hands, so yeah. So I added that to my cart, and I was like, okay, yeah, I feel good about this, we're good. And then I press checkout and there's still a $6 shipping cost. And then I'm like, bro, I'm like $3 away from getting free shipping. And I felt really stupid. But anyway, then I was telling my husband, he was like, oh, just add something else. And I was like, oh my gosh, why am I? Anyway, point is that I saw the sharpener was there too. And so I added it to my cart. I had been wanting to buy it because I've heard that it's so good and it sharpens so well. I pretty much just have one thing that needs sharpening, and I've been using a just like a regular pencil one. I think it's been okay, but I don't know. So when people say that it's super sharp and all this stuff, and so I got it. So in total, I spent almost $50 on 3 things. Foundation was $18, the brush was $18.75, and the sharpener was like $6. And then plus, you know, taxes and stuff. I feel happy, but I'm also like, I feel like I got, you know? Also, I did look at the blush, dude. I did look at the blush and I considered it. But I told myself that if I still want it by next Black Friday, I'll get it. But for now, I'm good. For now, I'm good. So yeah, I feel like I kind of cheated because they were tools, but anyway, yeah. And for the Amazon, I just got the Nivea lip balm and I got the honey serum, which the serum was not on sale. I think they kind of got me too because they were like, there's only X amount in stock. So they kind of got me there. But also, I feel like it's going to help me heal with my acne scars. So anyway, that's what happened. That's what happened. I don't feel all the way proud, but I feel kind of proud. You know what I mean? I didn't get the blush. I didn't get more skincare stuff. I mean, technically the other serum, but I've used it before and it's worked. So I feel confident about that purchase. I was going to get a lotion from Amazon since I'm running low on this. Okay, now it was laying like this. But I'm just going to hold off on it. And also, I think I'm actually going to use this since it broke me out more. I had been using it on my lips sometimes. Not only maybe I shouldn't be doing that. So I think I'm just going to use this up after I finish this one. And then I'll buy a replacement. I'm recording next to my ear. Just it doesn't feel that weird. So I almost got run over. It's just like 15 minutes ago. I just took a lunch break. Yeah. Okay, I guess I feel self-conscious because there's people walking around sometimes. Okay, so on the way to the parking structure, I have to cross 3 times. And the 3rd time, I was almost already to the parking structure. The little guy came on, like the walking sign, and there was 2 cars that zoomed past. And then I looked both ways, and I started walking. And then when I was in the middle of the crossing, this car just turned like right in front of me, like 1 to 2 feet away. Luckily, my reflexes made me just stop walking. But I don't know, I feel like it was like a very close call. Yeah, I think I was just like, what the fuck, you know? I don't know if anybody else saw, like I didn't even look at the driver. I kind of just saw the person's hair on the passenger side, but I'm like, did they not see me? Did they think they can make it? Like, I guess I understand when you turn when the person is almost through, and you do it when you do it like behind the person, but it was like right in front of me. So I think he just didn't see me or what, but anyway. It's pretty scary. I kind of teared up a little bit. I feel like I do need to cry it out, but I haven't. But anyway, I think it's just a shock. Not to enable shopping or whatever, but I guess I kind of think like, oh, like that discussion, rumination stuff that I had yesterday about my dilemma seems so stupid. As in, whatever, it's fine that I bought it. And also, it kind of calms me down with midterm nerves, because I'm like, oh, like it doesn't matter. I don't know. Anyway, that's it. Okay, so this is my work MOTD. I've been on the couch for about an hour, but anyway, so this is what I mean by a baby ass eyeliner. Project Pan blush, a tiny bit of powder, still a little bit greasy. I think I'll like put it right here, and then foundation. Okay, I was editing the video and I want to I want to emphasize, I am not trying to enable you to shop shit. I need to stop ruminating over everything, not just like shopping decisions, but I just need to like not give a fuck with certain things. I also listened to this podcast yesterday that I was like, oh my god, like she's so right. It's this it's called Campechanas. It's in Spanish. I mean, I think they do auto dub stuff, but I hate the auto dub. It started off like them talking about conspiracy theories. Some of them were pretty darks. But anyway, one of them, they discussed the Mariah Carey commercial, which I have not seen. I've just heard, I think I heard Jen Love, I think is her name. I heard about the commercial, haven't actually seen it. And honestly, I did think it was a little bit fucked up. Like, I feel like it is kind of mean. I don't know. I don't blame the actors. I honestly blame more the writers, to be honest. And maybe it was on purpose to get rage bait. Maybe it was just, you know, supposed to be a funny thing. I know a lot of people talk about girl math and like, oh my god, I bought stupid shit and it's okay because I'm a girl type of thing. But the whole like not having enough money for therapy, it was kind of a fucked up, you know, sentence, you know. In the podcast, they kind of talk about how like, oh, it's just a joke, it's not a big deal. Anyway, I guess I'm just like a very high anxiety person, as you can probably tell, and I overthink shit, right? And they went over the premise of the saying, what is it? Anyway, si te enojas tienes dos trabajos. El primero es enojarte y el segundo contentarte. So basically, it's just like, if you get mad, then you have two jobs. You have to be mad and you have to, damn, I don't know how to say it. You have to, you know, get over it, I guess, but, or like, how do you say that? I need to Google it now. Okay, it's like reconcile or cheer up or whatever you call it. And I don't know, I guess like a lot of the times, like, you get mad over stupid shit, and not you, right? But just like, in general, right? Like, we get mad over stuff that like doesn't matter, and it's just like, instead of like having a bad day because there's one bad thing, thinking about it a lot, and it's like not worth it because then you have to do both things, you know. I also have this problem where if I get mad, I'm like mad at myself for being mad. Point is is that I just need to be okay with my decision. I have this fear of messing up with purchases, and it can be kind of bad sometimes with you know, ruminating over it. I don't know. And sometimes it's okay to make the bad purchase, like it's fine, whatever. I'm not saying go into debt. Don't go into debt. Like, what are you doing? I don't know where I was going with this, but anyway, which by the way, my husband actually texted me and was like, hey, can I buy this 1K thing? It's a music thing. And I was like, yeah. So it's like, why am I so like whatever about like him spending his money on more expensive things, and I was so like, oh my god, it's the end of the world that I spent $50 on makeup, you know? I don't know, which again, I'm not trying to say you should buy the shit. I'm not trying to say YOLO, buy whatever you want. It's okay to like think about purchases and like be a conscious consumer and all of that stuff, but it's also bad if you overthink about purchases and if you overthink about if I'm doing the right or wrong thing. It's just a purchase, you know, whatever. So anyway, that was it. Ended up moving my makeup where it was originally. I guess I moved it a little bit. This is coming off. Okay, so I put my brushes in here. I'm gonna go back to the box that was in here, but I am getting too distracted, so we're doing that later. I put eyeshadow palettes here. I put my powder here, 2 blush palettes, and then here I put the 3 empty ones I have. And I have my blushes in this one, and then everything else in this one. So lip stuff, eyebrow, eyeshadow, the 2 primers, and then eyeliner. And here I put my makeup. I still need to reorganize this how it was before. But anyway, this is the everyday makeup drawer, and then I made this one. So I put the So I put the eyebrow powder, and then this red one says I've already been using it. This one wasn't in my Deca Panning palette. And then this pink one, I haven't really used it much. Probably will be a declutter because I repressed it too hard. So last night I finished this moisturizer. It was the Peppermint from Plant Therapy moisturizer. This one's cut up. And this one's gone. This is maybe a quarter left. So Thanksgiving MOTD, still deciding what to wear. Okay, so this is my worn down Friendsgiving makeup. I had a very light pink color. I got 2 of my Black Friday items. I ended up buying quite a lot of stuff for Christmas presents, which is good because I feel like last year I was super last minute about stuff. But yeah, I don't really get that much stuff from me. Why does this look like half full? I mean, it's not half full, but you get what I mean. I mean, it was sealed though, right? It was sealed. I feel like the other one was glass, the little one. Okay, well, I got this. I will use this tonight after I wash my face. And then I got the Nivea Cherry Lip Balm. I'm gonna hold off on opening this for a little bit longer because I want to finish the DIY lip balm. Because like it does leave a nice tint. It's just I'm tired of the potted situation. Didn't quite mix very well. Okay, so got my package. Pretty excited about the brush actually. Okay, from the bottle, color doesn't look that different from G8. This is G10. Ooh. I was gonna say, wow, so cool. It's plasticky. Interesting. Okay. This looks like a toy. And I got these 2 free items, which I did not expect. I got this perfume, which I did think about getting little trial sizes. It smells like real perfume, so I probably will not like this. And that's cute. And then I got this back. Cute. Okay, so I used this a couple days ago, and we finished this body wash. Shop is looking like this. Not that many things. This is the other part of the backup. Have not used the Glossier or the Nivea Balm yet, but I'm pretty excited for the brush especially. I really hope that it works with my cream blushes. So yeah, maybe I'll do a get ready with me. Was planning on doing the Project Pan official video tomorrow, but I don't know, it's been crazy with school. It's finals week, so you know, the last 2 weeks of school, so I'm just tired. Thank you for watching. Bye.